Well, hello peeps, here we have another class tunings video for you. I think these tunings are basically going to save this season to some degree. At least they're gonna hopefully kill this very stale meta that we've gotten into. I think certain classes are not, were not like looked after, but most of the important players have been kind of taken a look at. So in the PvE side, there's like, I think, very minor changes to kind of look at. Feral Druid are having some additional adjustments to their 2-set and 4-set. Preservation Evoker have had like a little bit of a damage increase, I guess. So again, a little bit of like matters into PvP. Beast Mastery, now these actually matter because this is just a straight up 5% buff. Like this is, I mean, 5%. Usually these are 3%, right? So and they matter at 3%, right? So at 5%, this is like a double whammy. Really good. Fire Scorch. I don't know the last time I've seen a Fire Mage cast Scorch in PvP, so I don't think it really matters for PvP. Brewmaster, we don't really care, and Mist Weaver this does not matter in PvP. Assassination Rogue. Now this actually will, you know, matter, especially with some nerfs down there, that we might see some different rogue specs finally, because we've been kind of seeing, you know, the one spec playing really in PvP. I haven't seen any other than Subtlety, like, let's be honest. In Soul Shuffle, I have not seen one single Assassination or Outlaw rogue. Warlocks, these changes are really good, really important. I think, I don't understand why this was ever like allowed to basically be a permanent thing, that the Warlock could just amplify the curse on you permanently, and if you didn't have like a decurse effect, or if you were playing against a shadow play composition or something, then, you know, there's nothing you could have done to kind of counter it. So I think this is, you know, giving it the cooldown basically, or giving it some, you know, space. I think it's really good. Warriors, now these are again, I think, gonna matter. All ability damage increased by 4%, so Arms is getting mega buffs. I think Arms was already in a pretty decent spot, but this kind of just, I think, just pushes Arms. I would say Arms is now stronger than Fury, unironically, especially since these, first of all, it's an all ability damage increased, but then also your bleeds are getting increased, and we are already playing bleeds right now on Arms. So I think this is just a double, you know, huge stonks for Warriors, Arms Warriors. Protection, again, doesn't matter for PvP to us. But peeps, here I have to inform you of one thing, and that's that only 4.3% of you are subscribed. So if you have been enjoying the content, please consider smashing that subscribe button. Now to PvP. This is, I think, the biggest one. I think, wait, I should say the first biggest change. Boomkins getting a bunch of adjustments. Mostly reduced astral power generation and some damage reductions on their like instant things. The main thing I think also is that they're actually trying to adjust the instant cyclone. Well, it's not really instant, but you know what I mean. And entangling roots. I think this could have gone down by 15%, honestly. Like, I think boomies are already stacking so much haste and stuff, so I have my main thing is in Soul Shuffle, right? You have so many double kicks that will happen on the boomy, right? Because it's so fast and everybody's trying to react to it, so you just can't be like, oh, is my partner gonna kick, and then you know, kick at the end, right? So that's not really possible versus a boomy. Markshipyship Hunter, sorry, Markshipyship Hunter. I feel like they were not that bad. I feel like I would take still a lot of damage, especially on my Demon Hunter, because like Demon Hunters kind of eat the damage from Hunters. So I don't know. I feel like these are gonna make marksmanship really strong. I've already been seeing so many marksmanship in BGs and stuff, so I'm not sure again why these buffs are like this strong. These are all like 10%. Straight up onto like main damage of the Marksmanship Hunter. Like this is all main damage stuff, so not kill shot, but you know what I mean. Like we don't have kill shot. If I had kill shot here, I would be like, what the hell? I'll literally be what the hell. But definitely gonna be really strong, especially in this kind of caster meta, and marksmanship is kind of really good versus caster comps. So I would say actually marksmanship prefers to play more versus like caster characters than playing versus like a melee, full melees that can just keep training you. You know, make you keep running around the map, so I think really good changes overall. Priest, some discipline adjustments. We can definitely say that you have been seeing priests and monks, and of course they have to adjust that, and this is why I say this patch is really good. They're actually adjusting all the things, all the different things that they kind of have to kind of, you know, that have gotten really stale at the meta. Mage, a little bit of like, how would you say, adjustments, you know. So, how would you say, it's gonna be a little bit more risky for the mages. Ultimately, I think doesn't kind of change that much. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's already kind of low, the HP. I feel like the mage already, when they get caught, they get killed. So I just feel like it's definitely in a good direction. I just don't feel like fire mages were that OP. Maybe because I haven't been playing as many, of course, trees, because I'm a soul shuffle main kind of guy. So probably gonna, you know, adjust the fire mage into a more healthier spot. Mistweaver monks, these are just a whole slew of like mana changes and stuff. You can check this for yourself. Again, these are aimed at finally kind of shifting the meta from just having these two healers that you're seeing constantly, which is Disco and Mistweaver. And of course, everybody wants to play them because they're just the best. Like, they're simply just way better. Like, especially Monk. Like, Monk could, if the Monk could heal and sit back, it was just way too easy. And I feel like, especially in 2 versus 2, Mistweaver was just the GOAT. Let's just say the GOAT. And like in 3s, you could kind of like work around with the CCs, try, you know, to try to do a kill on the monk, right? You can kind of coordinate certain things, but like in 2s, I feel like monks were just gods. Like Mistweaver just was complete god. Now come to some sad changes for us. The enhancement Shaman changes. You can see a lot of like adjustments specifically made to make you kind of more of a consistent damage class. The main ones we need to talk about is the Feral Spirits now giving 33% effectiveness for physical damage and 50% effectiveness for lightning damage. So that's meaning giving what, like 15% for the physical damage and giving like 20% for the lightning and frost and fire damage in total. So I personally feel like this is gonna put enhancement down a tier. Like from S to A. I'm just hoping that the other adjustments, like to Lava Lash having more just damage baseline and stuff like that, is gonna make you do more consistent damage. Unfortunately, I feel like the Ashen Catalyst being 33% effective in PvP is also like a big deal. So something that we can't really ignore. So we'll have to kind of test it out. Right now, to me, it seems that the Ascendance build got kind of won the trade, right? So it's a little bit less nerfed than the Lava Lash build overall. So we might see more Ascendance people, you know, Ascendance builds going around. But overall, I don't think it's I don't think the class is dead. Let's just make it like, say it like that. I don't think the class is dead. I just think we don't have that same one punch power that we had, especially with the mastery stacking on the Lava Lash build. Restoration, they're just trying to kind of increase this rain dance thingy. I don't feel like it's a big deal. Sub Rogue, now these are pretty big. They've adjusted pretty much all the OP things that were making rogues just, you know, one shot. They're, you know, adjusting stacking modifiers. They're adjusting reset, the thing that will just, you know, automatically hit you. And secret technique is, thank God, nerfed a little bit additionally. Hoping that this makes, like, the problem is if Sub Rogue can one shot, especially how, you know, with the CC changes and stuff, and how like the rogues just have the biggest amount of CC, I just feel like it's not fair. Like, a class that can keep you in place for, you know, 8 seconds still is just not fair for that class to also be able to one-shot you by its own, right? That class needs to have help to one-shot you. If the rogue is stunning you and CCing you, the rogue needs help to kill you. That's how I feel. The rogue should be balanced around, right? If the rogue is doing DPS rotation, then the rogue should kill you with the DPS rotation. But not when you're stunned for 8 seconds. You know, I hope you kind of see what I mean there. Warlocks, and I think this is like what I've been harping on if you've been watching my streams lately. like on World of Warcraft streams, of course, not the ones on Diablo. Just I hate the insta-casts of the Warlocks, it's just insane. Destro, let's just talk about it right away. Conflagration damage is reduced, Shadowburn damage is reduced, it was actually increased by 45%, now it's increased by only 15%, so these are huge, and hopefully, really I hope, like, just make it so you're not getting one-shotted, like that's the thing that really annoyed me, right? I would get one-shotted consistently by just not I wouldn't say one-shotted, but like completely destroyed by insta-casting Warlocks, right? And the Warlock is kiting me away and just like casting insta, nothing you can do about it, right? You can just take it, basically, right? So, really annoying something to me, and I really am thankful that they kind of chose to adjust it. A stable affliction backlash damage increased by 50%, insane. I hate how this works, and I really feel like the silence plus, you know, some decent damage is enough. Having this even more instead of like just increasing the damage or something like that, I don't know. I feel like this is just kind of toxic gameplay, I should say, right? Toxic gameplay, so I just don't like this interaction. I feel like this should be changed, especially now that my Demon Hunter takes the backlash damage and the backlash stuff. Shadow Bolt damage increased by 30, again, I don't think you'll see Warlocks really casting Shadow Bolt. I mean, we'll have to see. And the one that kind of was weird to me, I kind of think that Blizzard really needs to take a, you know, take a stop and take a look at these things, right? And be like, okay, these classes have this much reduced healing, these classes have this much reduced healing. Because I feel like we don't have these tiers like really correctly set. Like we have kind of randomly, like why this was 25% for the longest time, okay, but like why? Like why wasn't this earlier changed to 20% or something like that? Why don't we have these more healthier tiers created, right? So you have warriors, monks, rogues, and hunters that have a 25% one, right? And then you have the other classes that have less or more, depending if it's like an ability with a cooldown or something like that. So I really hope that they choose to adjust that at one point. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Lately I've been streaming a lot of Diablo on my Twitch and on YouTube as well, so you should follow for that if you like to see some Diablo gameplay. We are not forgetting World of Warcraft, we're just I just want to enjoy some Diablo gameplay while it's kind of fresh and hot. Like, comment, subscribe, all those things that YouTubers want you to do, and have a nice day.